Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Bauk coming at you. First, I want to say, please excuse some of this reverb. My son's at school and he has the good microphone, and I wanted to get this uploaded for you. And I have no idea what that good microphone is. So just excuse me on this microphone, but we'll make it through. I hope we can manage. All right. The purpose for this video is, I want to say, first of all, I want to say you guys did a good job on the site selection assignment that you did. I think I asked a little bit too much of you guys, a little bit too much to bite off and chew there in the beginning, but I still want you to be able to put together a good presentation. So we're going to work through this and everything's going to be okay. I think you guys did a real good valiant effort on it. I think everybody, I was happy with what you tried at least. Okay. But what I want you to be able to have is a nice presentation at the end of this. Nice little document that you can say, hey, I'm proud that I learned this at CCAC. And this so far hopefully will help you out in your other classes as well to be able to put together a nice little project. I don't know how many of you guys have actually done these projects. I've done so many of them, I kind of forget that some people probably haven't even done one of them yet. I have a PhD and I've been doing these things for freaking years. And I'm still doing them all the time. So sometimes I forget that not everybody's on the same page as me. And I apologize. And I don't want to scare you guys. We're going to be able to do this okay. It's going to be fun. All right. We're going to make it. Okay. So I'm going to give you some helpful hints on this one. And we're going to start the next part of that assignment. Okay. And we're going to take some stuff from that first assignment and put it in here. Okay. So the first thing, I have this little Word document that I'll post up on Blackboard for you, and you can use this as your little template. Okay, just be careful when you're messing around with this because I got some things already set up. All right, you can see that over here we got a little navigation pane right here. All right, and when you open this up, things show up. I guess things won't show up there. When you hit these little buttons, things are going to show up and there'll be some text. So you just start writing your text right underneath these little things. Okay, not on these first two because I'm going to change this title page in just a second. But when you do the executive summary, you just start doing it here and boom. And we're going to wait to do this executive summary later. Okay. So be careful when you're going around and don't start typing in the blue. If you're going to type something, try to put it down here so we keep all these things organized. Okay. The first thing I want you to do is be able to actually do a title page. Some of you guys didn't do that. This is it's very easy. All you need to do is go into insert up here on a Word document, go to cover page, and pick out whatever cover page you want. All right. I think I like, let's just do a basic one right here. All right. So you can put in your name right here, my project name, bang, subtitle if you want, a job well done, and then your name. Okay. And that's it. Or you can pick a different one. Let's change a different. Let's change to. So let's change to this one. All right. There you go. All right. And if something comes up that you don't like on it, all you have to do is just highlight it and get rid of it because we don't have a company address, right? So pick out any cover page you want. I don't know if it's going to come up with my project name because that's what I kind of put in here, and that's what keeps on popping up no matter what cover page I work or I look. See, and look around. So you can put in your project and stuff, and you can look around and see what it looks like on different things. See how it looks on this one. This has my abstract on it. So we'll be able to do that. Actually, we can actually get that abstract. You write your executive summary. That's an abstract, right? So after we write this, we do it like this. We'll come up on this. Unbelievable. All right. But that's neither here nor there. Okay. So just pick out what you would like for your cover title page or cover page that they call it here on Word. All right, and get that in there. Next is the table of contents. The table of contents is very important, okay? But when you open this up, you'll see that we're going to wait to do this part, okay? The reason I say wait to do this part is not because it's hard. It's just that sometimes you add stuff to your paper and stuff, and you forget to update it, and next thing you know, your page numbers are all wrong and all this other stuff. So I like to do it at the end and kind of fine tune it at the very end. But this is very, very easy to do too. So see, you have the table of contents here. what we want to do, since I have everything kind of set up in these little categories, all right? So let me show you what that means. So if you view outline, all right? So I started an outline method. That's how I started. And I made these little things. So you see title 1 right here, title page. This is a level 1, right? And you go all the way down to level 9. So whatever categories, if you make anything a special level, it's going to put it into your table of contents, okay? And your body text will show up, right? So that's level 1. And you can see how I just changed the body text over to here. Okay, so everything's set up for you on this little outline. And we got these other ones. Oh, I'll go back to that again. View outline. You see these other ones, site access. That's at level 2. All right. So, and this title page is level 1. The site inventory is at level 1, and this is at level 2. Now watch what happens when we make the table of contents. Okay, so we'll just highlight this. And we're going to go, you have to go to the review, or not review, sorry, reference tab, and you put in table of contents, and you pick out whichever one. You want this one, this one, this one. We'll just pick out the first one, and voila, there it is, the contents page. See, it starts with the title page because that's still up there. We'll get rid of that later on, right? Just want you to remember that's there. And it has the executive summary, introduction, site inventory. You see how the level 2s are now inputted here a little bit? All right? Okay. So we got all that taken care of. Okay, so that table of contents is something very simple to do in Word. If you set it up right to begin with. So don't do it yet. We will do that real lickety split later on in life. Okay. The executive summary, we are going to wait to do this one as well. All right, till we get everything done. Because the executive summary, like I said in the site analysis, is just a synopsis of what you wrote in paragraph form. All right, so this whole site inventory thing in like one brief paragraph is one of the hardest things to write, but it's actually one of the easiest things to write because you just take that good stuff and put it in there. All right, it's probably it really isn't that hard. Kind of is cut and paste what you said in the document up into your executive summary or your abstract. Some people call it an abstract. And it's to get the reader's attention. This is what I found out, and this is why you want to read on. Okay, but we're gonna wait for that one. All right, and then your introduction. This you are going to have to do. Okay. And I just put the purpose of this site is to blah 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 explain what you did. And you basically already did this in your first assignment, right? You already did a purpose for that site analysis or that site selection, and that's what we're doing. You know, we're gonna whether or not if you're building a chemical plant, some person's putting in a family fun center. All right, just that little blurb that you put in your site analysis. Your choice is your site selection, but this time just use it for this one site. That's it. Okay, so you don't have to have all 3 of your sites in there. Okay, and then we're gonna do the site inventory. Okay, um, so you're gonna have to do another introduction for this assignment. All right. And the next thing is going to be a site inventory. We've been going through all this different site inventories already. We kind of talked about that in the book, right? So I want you to input your Google picture here, and then tell me a little bit about the location, zoning, value of that site. You say value? I don't got the value of that. You Dr. Clark, that what he talking about? Well, I'm going to show you how to get the value real easy here. I think I might have talked about it in one of the homework assignments. I can't quite remember if I did or not. I think I asked you to go to the county website. All right. So all I did, let's get back to the beginning of this here. I went to the county, Allegheny County real estate portal. Okay. If your property is in Allegheny County, every county has this kind of thing. So you can go to Beaver County or wherever and find this exact kind of thing I'm talking about. Every county has it. It's public record. Okay. So here we're going to perform a search. So just put your address in. We'll use 1000 And then we'll say key. Oh, and then two things came up here. So you see, this is a house, James and Joanne D. All right, they live on 1000 Key Street, and there's community college rated down county on 1000 McKee Road. That's what we're looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so this is my site. This is the West Hills site of Allegheny County of where CCAC. Okay, and you can see on this site we got a whole bunch of good stuff. We see that the school district is West Allegheny. Put that in your little site analysis in your little blurb. It talks about the class and the zoning code. So the zoning codes light manufacturing. Okay, so yours might say residential, or it could say heavy manufacturing, or just say industrial. Okay, it depends on where it is. Okay, and sometimes you'll see, like if it's an agricultural land, it'll be a homestead, a farm, clean and green. All right. If there's any other special things we need to know about this site, other abatements, there's something else happening there that we don't know about. Okay, it will tell us. Okay. You want to go check it up on the Book of Deeds, you can go look it up if you want, feel like going to the courthouse. And it also gives a lot size. Okay, so we know now that the lot area is 34.2090 acres. Okay, and sale code multi parts. Don't worry about that. All right. Um, so land values are here as well. All right. And you can see here they have two values. They have the full base year market value and the county assessment value. Sometimes these will be different. Okay, don't worry about it. If you really have something that has these different, I'll explain it to you as an individual. But sometimes assessed value is not really what the market value is. Okay, this is done on county for the county taxes. All right, and sometimes some could be clean and green. The market value could be a lot more, but it's still assessed on the county on a lower level because it's clean and green. Okay, so that's why sometimes these numbers are different. So you can see this value of this property is the building's worth 5.8, the land's worth almost $1 million. So together it's around worth $6.8 million on that little value. Okay, pretty good deal for a dollar, huh? Man, they got over on that. Not really. They probably sold it from a corporation to another corporation. That's all. It's not. I wouldn't worry about that. Uh, but it's neat. To, you know, how about that? It must be a good deal. I'd buy it for $1, and then all of a sudden have 6.8 in value. I like that. That's a good deal. There's other things on the site too, so look around for your, and you can put some of this stuff into your site analysis. You can see there's a building information tab here. All right, so we can go into the building information. Since this is not this is residential building information. They don't give any commercial building information, so this is basically useless for us. But if this was your home, it will tell you how many bedrooms it had, full baths, and stuff like that. All right. So we can also check on the image tab if you want to. See if there's any images, and see right here. This is a great picture to cut and paste. You know, open up that image, save that image, put it into your site analysis. This is my building. You know, where there's a section down there for structures. So this is my building structure. Here's the dimensions. Blah 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 blah. Right. So you already have a nice little image. Just make sure you source this image. All right, and give Allegheny credit, Allegheny County website that credit. Okay, you could use it. It's public information. Just make sure that you tell everybody that this is where you got it from. Okay. Comparables. Yours might have some comparables. This one doesn't. Comparable is just something in the area. It's just about the same. All right. And they kind of do it for, and they do it for market value. Say, hey, this one sold for this, or this is what the market value is. Stuff like that. But that's mostly on homes too. You'll find a lot of homes will have comparables. Not too many businesses, but they might. They might. And then of course you look for some other maps, and you can see here it's the North Valley. the map, the boundary line. I was pretty close when I drew my little thing on Google Earth. All right. But here's just the, another proper lot size. And like, of course, you can also use this image if you want to. All right. I don't know exactly where this comes from, but you can cut and paste it and just give this source, their code for that. All right. Source this. Make sure you can say it's North Bay. I wonder how far out you can go on this. Well, I don't know where this. It's ERIS, so that's where it comes from. Let's see where this ERS GSI mapping. Pretty neat. All right. So this must be a database of more maps and stuff. So see, they probably got the GIS information. We don't have the software to run that stuff. Or to create it. I wish we did. That'd be fun. Because then we could do our topography and all these other maps a lot easier if we had GIS to be able to use. Okay. But that's neither here nor there. All right. So that's how you go to the county website, and that's where all this information can be found. All right. So try to get glean as much information as you can from this site, okay, and put it into your site analysis. Just make sure that we source it. We're going to talk about that in a second. So let's go back to general information. Make sure we get this link here, because we're going to go to the reference side sooner or later, and I'll just cut and paste that right in there. Okay. So here's the stuff you need to do for your site inventory. So you got your location, all that values. All right. Now I want you to talk a little bit about the site access. So make sure you type down in here. All right. And tell me about any existing roads, both bus stops, etc. All right. Explain a little bit about the climate in here. All right. What kind of weather do we have in Pittsburgh? Nothing. You don't have to get too crazy. Just tell me this is in Pittsburgh. It's all 4 seasons. A lot of freezing cold during the winter time that causes surface to bulge, and we get potholes and stuff like that. All right, or whatever. Okay, just something basic about the weather. Topography. Talk a little bit about the topography of the site. All right, just look around on that map, and is there any big angles we've got to work at. So if I was talking about the CCAC site, I would say that street level is down on the bottom. Then you have to come up a steep grade to enter it into the site. After you enter the site is basically two tiered, okay, with two lower parking lots and one upper parking lot. Okay, something like that. And to get up into the building, you have to, on a lower parking lot, you have to access a couple tree stairwell, all right, and that stairwell has no handicap. There's no ramp there, so when I park there, I'm handicapped, so I can't park there. Right, I have to go up around to the other area. There's no handicap parking because I can't get in there because there's no ramp. I mean, it's too steep. All right, so if you see something like that, note it on your topography kind of things. Okay. Vegetation, so some wood lots there. You guys might have already done some of this stuff for your site already. All right, just try to expand on it a little bit. Hydrology, there's any lakes, streams, or rivers nearby. All right, just the topography. Are you sitting up on a hill and everything washes down into a watershed, or are you down in the valley where it is actually a watershed? Okay, what kind of hydrology is going on there? Okay, talk about it, any utilities that you might have on the site. All right, do power lines run right through it? All right, I'm sure there is public access, just kind of assume there is, and access to the internet, all your needed utilities. All right, and any structures, list any of your structures that are on the building, on the property. So that county website, even though CCAC only has one. I guess they only have like one real building on there. There might be more structures on this, and you might see some more pictures of the different structures on the building. I think they have like a little shed right over here. All right, and you can probably note that on Google Earth, as a matter of fact. Okay, so use your Google Earth, see if there's any like sheds that are around. All right. I know also there's like a little um, gas thing that sticks out of the parking lot too, that they have all gated up there at CCAC. All right, so just be careful and look around your Google Earth and try to look for things and just do a little site inventory. That's all. That's all you're doing is tell me what's on the property. Okay, and then I have here your conclusion. Okay, um, but we're gonna wait to do your conclusion part two. All right, because we're gonna try to finish all this stuff up, make sure this all looks okay. Probably add a couple more things to this. All right, and then we're gonna write your conclusion when you're all said and done. All right, and then of course we have our works cited page. Okay, and this is the one that a lot of people I hate doing works cited, but one of the reasons I do it like this is that I can do my works cited like really easy now. It's not that hard at all. So we'll see how this says location, zoning, and value. See the county website. So if we wanted to um, cite that county website, an easy and fast way to do that is you just type in, I got county website right here. I highlighted it, all right? And we're going to go insert citation. We're going to add a new source, okay? And we'll say it's Allegheny County. We'll say real and I don't know if this is the exact name, okay? So just bear with me and look up the real name, all right? Uh, Name of the website. I would say County again. We'll say year 2018. We'll say month March. This is the last time we visited, right? And we'll say the day is what 13th or something like that, whatever. And that I already got that URL from that last page. All right, so let's paste it right in there. Okay. Now watch what happens to the county website because I have this highlighted right here. Okay, watch what happens. Oh, County 2018. What just happened? They changed that whole name, right? So now it's like properly sourced. So now it like comes up and it's in the computer here. All right. If I wanted to change the citation, something I could change it. All right. So now this isn't in the proper APA format, but make sure when you do it, put it here, and I'll show you if we need to get rid of these parentheses and we're writing something different. I'll show you how to do that if it's needed. Okay. But this is like a new research paper. Okay. So watch, if we wanted to do this, say this etc. came from the website too, we'll go insert existing. It's already there, right? See county, Allegheny County real estate. Let's go shebang. Oh my gosh, it's already in there again. Huh? How the heck did that happen? All right, it's good. So you can imagine when you got a paper with 15 different sources you need to cite, you just go up on there and say, hey, this came from this one, bang, 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 and it makes the works cited page even better. All right, so I want you to do a works cited page too, even if you only have one for this, and don't get rid of this yet. All right, but what you do is you go in the reference tab, you go to bibliography, and let's write a works cited, right? We'll do a works. I like calling them works cited. We'll call them references just because. All right. We'll just hit this little button and see what happens. Shebang! Look, on a whole new code. So this works cited is gone. We can actually get rid of this now. And just have this references, and it shows up my little tab over here, and it put everything in nice little order for me. Unbelievable, so easy peasy. That's why I love Word. But it took me a long time to figure this stuff out, folks. So, you guys probably already know it. I'm just a fool and never even knew about it. All right, because I grew up with Word, but we never learned this stuff. I had to figure it out all by myself. Um, but it was fun, and I just realized it took me a long time. Um, so don't get worried about your references either. Just make sure that I put in some crazy stuff here. So make sure you put in the right county, what the right website name is and stuff like that. All right, uh, makes sense. So I want you to do a works cited at least, and you can do the works cited even if I put this right here at the works cited, and then do the reference. Change the big wrong to works cited. Shebang. So that works cited didn't even move, right? Because I just hand to see if I even did this. Let's go back and um, make this references instead. See what happens. See, the works cited left, and it just made it references. Okay, and it just listed that. So all your ones that you have, if you have 4 or 5, they'll be right here. If you have, sometimes I have 20 different sites in my papers and shebang. Okay, nice and easy way to do that. So I'm going to put this all up on Blackboard for you and try to keep it all condensed. I think I have it saved in the final format. Just open up these little tabs and everything will come up for you. See how that site inventory just closed down? Closed down some introduction here. Okay. So I'll save this and put this up here and just fill out. So all I want you to really do for this next assignment, title page, okay, introduction, and start on that site inventory, okay? And then when you cite anything, which I hope you do, all right, use that reference tab, add a new source, okay, and put it on and then please, oh yeah, I got that. Man, I'm going to go to manage sources and get rid of this because if I save this, you're going to be like, what the heck is this thing? So I'm going to delete that out of the paper. I think I deleted it. I hope so. Well, I'll make sure it's out of there. All right. It's already cited, so I got to uncite the page. So go up to site inventory. Where I have that? Yeah, right here. So I got to uncite the page. Well, let me get rid of it because it was cited. So if I go and uncite the page, the references, manage sources, now I can delete it. Okay? It won't even let you take one out if you already have it in there. That's how wonderful it is. Okay? And that's also why I wait until it's all done, until the very end. Okay? Wait the county website. Done. All right? So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me, give me a call, send me a text or whatever. I want this to be fun. I want you guys to be proud of what you do at the end of this thing. And I want you to learn something maybe a little bit more than you thought. Okay? And do not get nervous about this. Just have fun with it. Okay? So I'll post this up right now. I'll send it over to YouTube, upload it, and we'll be good to go. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.